I'm 78 years old, and my best friend of 40 years just died. His name was Tom. We buried him 3 days ago, and standing at his grave, I realized something that's been haunting me ever since. I wasted our friendship. I had 40 years with him, and I wasted most of them. I need to tell you something that nobody tells you when you're young. Friendships die slowly, not all at once. Not with a fight or a falling out. They die from neglect, from "I'm too busy," from "let's catch up soon," from all the phone calls you don't make, all the visits you postpone, all the moments you let slip away. Until one day, your friend is gone, and you realize you never really knew them, not the way you should have, not the way you could have, and now it's too late. Tom died of a heart attack. He was 79. I got the call from his daughter, Sarah. "Dad passed away this morning." Just like that. No warning. No chance to say goodbye. No chance to say all the things I should have said years ago. I hung up the phone and sat there thinking, when was the last time we really talked? Not surface conversation. Real talk. The kind we used to have. I couldn't remember. It had been years, maybe decades. Let me take you back to 1983. I was 38 years old. I met Tom at work. We were both engineers at the same firm. We hit it off immediately. Same sense of humor, same interests, same frustrations with management. We became best friends fast. The kind of friends who could talk for hours about nothing and everything. We'd grab lunch every day. Go for beers after work on Fridays. Our families got together on weekends, barbecues, birthday parties, holidays. Tom was my person, the guy I could tell anything to, the guy who knew me better than anyone except my wife. In 1987, I got promoted. More responsibility, more money, more hours. I started working late, missing the Friday beers. "Sorry, Tom, big deadline. Next week for sure." But next week there was always another deadline, another project, another reason to say no. Tom understood. He was working hard too. We were both climbing the ladder, both chasing success. We told ourselves we'd have time later, when we retired, when things slowed down, when we finally made it. That was the lie we believed, that there would be time later. In 1995, I was 50. Tom and I still worked at the same company, but we barely saw each other. Different departments, different projects, different schedules. We'd pass each other in the hallway. "Hey man, how's it going?" Good, busy." "Yeah, me too. Let's grab lunch soon." But we never did. There was always something more urgent, always something more important, always tomorrow. In 2003, I retired. I was 58. Tom retired 2 years later. I thought, finally, now we'll have time. Now we can really hang out like we used to. But we didn't, because by then, we'd forgotten how. We'd spent 20 years being too busy, and now we didn't know how to not be busy. We'd call each other maybe once a month. "How you doing?" "Good." "You?" "Can't complain." 5-minute conversations about nothing. We'd make vague plans. "We should play golf." "Yeah, definitely, I'll call you." But I wouldn't call, and he wouldn't call, and the months would pass. In 2010, Tom's wife died. Cancer. She was 75. I went to the funeral. I hugged Tom. I said, "I'm here for you, buddy. Call me if you need anything." He nodded. He looked broken, destroyed. I meant what I said, I really did. But I didn't follow up. I didn't call him the next week to check in. I didn't invite him over for dinner. I didn't do any of the things a best friend should do, because I assumed he'd reach out if he needed me. But grief doesn't work like that. People don't reach out. They pull inward. They disappear. And if you don't show up, they disappear forever. I let Tom disappear for weeks, then months, then years. By the time I realized it, Too much time had passed. It felt awkward to call, like I'd failed him. Which I had. 3 weeks ago, Tom called me, out of nowhere. We hadn't talked in maybe 6 months. He said, "Hey, want to grab lunch tomorrow?" I was surprised, happy. "Yeah, absolutely. Where?" We met at a diner we used to go to years ago. Tom looked old, really old, thin, tired. We ordered coffee, made small talk about the weather, about politics, about nothing important. Then Tom said, "I've been thinking a lot lately, about the old days, when we used to really talk. I miss that." I said, "Yeah, me too." He said, "We should do this more often. We're not getting any younger." I laughed. "You're right. Let's make it a regular thing. Every week." He smiled. "I'd like that." We finished our coffee, made plans to meet the following Tuesday. I hugged him goodbye in the parking lot. "See you next week, buddy." That was the last time I saw him. Tom died 4 days before our next lunch. Heart attack, instant, gone. Sarah called me, and the first thing I thought was, I wasted it. I had one more chance, one lunch, and I wasted 40 years before that. At the funeral, I sat in the back. I listened to people talk about Tom, his daughter, his grandkids, his neighbors. They talked about how kind he was, how generous, how he was always there for them. And I sat there thinking, I was his best friend for 40 years, and I wasn't there. Not really, not when it mattered. After the service, I went to the cemetery, stood at his grave, and I cried. Not because he was gone, but because I'd let him go years ago, without even realizing it. That's when I understood. Friendship isn't something you have, it's something you do. And I stopped doing it. I stopped showing up. I stopped calling. I stopped making the effort. And slowly, over years and years, our friendship died, long before Tom did. I'm 78 years old now, and here's what I learned too late. People don't stay in your life automatically. You have to keep choosing them. You have to keep showing up. You have to make the call, send the text, suggest the lunch. Even when you're busy, even when you're tired, even when it feels easier not to, because one day you won't have the chance. One day they'll be gone, and you'll stand at their grave wondering why you wasted all those years, all those opportunities, all those chances to connect. Tom and I were best friends for 40 years, but if I'm being honest, we were really only close for the first 10. The other 30? We were acquaintances who used to be friends. Two people who cared about each other but never made the time to show it. And that's on me. I'm the one who didn't call. I'm the one who said, let's catch up soon, and never followed through. I'm the one who let work and life and excuses get in the way. And now Tom is dead, and I'll never get another chance. You think you have time with your friends. You think, we'll always be close. Nothing will change. But everything changes. Life gets busy. You get married, have kids, build careers. And slowly, the people who mattered most start mattering less. Not because you stop caring, but because you stop trying. You stop making them a priority. And friendships can't survive on memories and good intentions. They need effort. They need presence. They need you to actually show up. When was the last time you called your best friend? Not texted. Called. When was the last time you made real plans? Not, we should hang out sometime, but actual plans, with a date and a time. When was the last time you had a real conversation about life, about what matters, about the things you used to talk about before life got in the way? If you can't remember, you're making my mistake. You're letting your friendships die, slowly, quietly. And by the time you realize it, it'll be too late. I have Tom's number still saved in my phone. I can't bring myself to delete it. Sometimes I stare at it, thinking about all the times I could have called and didn't, all the lunches we could have had, all the conversations we could have shared. 40 years of friendship, and most of it wasted, because I was too busy, too tired, too comfortable assuming we'd always have tomorrow. If you have a friend you haven't talked to in months, call them. Today, right now. After you watch this, don't text, call, make plans, real plans, and then show up, because I promise you, you think you have time, you think there will always be another chance, but there won't. One day you'll get a phone call, and your friend will be gone, and you'll realize you wasted years, maybe decades, and you can't get them back. Don't do what I did. Don't let your friendships die from neglect. Don't assume they'll always be there. Don't take for granted the people who know you, really know you, because those people are rare. And when they're gone, you can't replace them. You can't go back. You can't undo all the missed calls and postponed lunches and times you said, "I'm too busy." All you can do is stand at their grave and regret. And regret is the heaviest thing I've ever carried. I'm 78 years old. My best friend just died. And I'm realizing now that I lost him years ago. I just didn't know it. Don't lose your friends while they're still alive. Don't wait until it's too late to show them they matter. Don't assume tomorrow is guaranteed, because it's not. Tom and I were supposed to have lunch last Tuesday. We didn't, because he died. And now I'll spend the rest of my life wishing I'd made more time, wishing I'd called more, wishing I'd been the friend he deserved. But wishes don't bring people back. Close this video. Call your friend. Make plans. Show up. Be present. Because friendships don't last forever just because you want them to. They last because you work at them, because you prioritize them, because you choose them. Over and over again. I stopped choosing Tom, and now he's gone. Don't make my mistake. Don't waste the time you have, because you don't have as much as you think. If this means something to you, share it with anyone who needs to hear it. Leave a comment telling me you're going to make that call, and then actually make it. Today, not tomorrow. Today, because tomorrow might be too late. The clock is ticking, for all of us. I'm 78. Tom was 79. We thought we had more time. We didn't. Neither do you.